Hold on one second. I got to find my thing. I'm like, hold on a second. I am just hot. Running some heat today. Okay. All right. Had to do my bandana. All right. Let's finish up on the air. My apologies for not coming yesterday. I was just too tired and worn out. I was like getting a lot of info, and I love it when I'm talking to people and talking to my friends on the phone and everything, and I'm like, yeah, we got all this agreeing going on, and it's something starts happening to me where I start getting these messages, and I'm like trying to make sense out of it. So the air element, I'm going to go through it really quickly because this is something I want you to do for yourself. And I want you to do it this evening. You got two choices. You can either use an incense stick, and it doesn't matter what kind you want to use. Sandalwood, rose is a good one. Earthy element ones are good. And you speak and blow your breath into the incense stick. Speak about what it is you're releasing, what you want changed in your life, whatever that may be. I went to the chiropractor today, so I'm going to be feeling some serious energy in about another hour. Ah, yeah, I like when Dr. Polly goes in and he says, I'm going to have to really hit this part of the back a little harder because it's out in your neck. And I'm like, yeah, I got it. I can take it. And I'm like, arms are out and I'm like bracing as he's boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, oh, like I'm riding a Harley Davidson. I have no bike. Okay. Anyway, so I got myself all aligned. And when he hit the neck part in my atlas and then my lower back, I was like, whoa, everything just like lined up. I was like, damn, you're so good at what you do. So incense stick, speak in what you want to release, then you light it and let it burn out. Okay, you can light it and let it burn out and sit on the patio or next to your window, let it go out the window. That's a perfect way to do it. Then there's one if you have your own wing. This is a turkey wing. You can just start by clearing yourself towards outside, wiping yourself clear. This is the air element, moving things out of your space, behind the neck, down the body. Even if you have one singular feather, you can do the same thing. Okay? Air element. Just wipe yourself clear. All right? So that is the air element of removal. The title of this video is They Need Your CT. Fill in the blank in between. They need your consent. Okay, they need your consent. So we're going to jump into something that I just saw. Conscious Juice posted this. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? Why is Michael Jackson's name coming up so much? You know, I'm like, what the hell's going on? So then I see this woman who's frantically acting frantic. You guys got to go listen to another part of me right away. You know, I'm like, can you just deliver the message without all the drama? Just give me that. So I pulled it up, and that is a song that I never really dived into. I never really paid attention. I mean, come on, it's Michael Jackson. When we hear Michael Jackson, what? We like to get up and dance. We like to watch him dance. There's nobody else like Michael Jackson. Although my elder did say something very peculiar one time we were talking about him. And this was the elder that lived up in Mount Shasta at the time. She's crossed over. It's a year now since she's crossed over. And she said, they took over him. That's not the original one. And I go, what? She goes, yeah. The Greys like to mimic us so much. They liked him so much, they took over him. Once they take over, they mess up the body, it disintegrates, and then it's no use for them. And then she goes, well, what do I know? And then she kind of looks at me and does this. And I'm like, dang, So it's like, okay. So another part of me, let's dive into this words, okay? We're taking over. We have the truth. Pay attention. This is the mission to see it through. Oh, are you talking about this year? Don't point your finger. Not dangerous. This is our planet. Oh, talking about us. Oh, you're one of us. We're sending out a major love. And this is our message to you. Message to you. The planets are lining up. We're bringing brighter days. Oh, talking about the suns. Oh. They're all in line waiting for you. Oh, sounds like ass whipping kicking time. This is all waiting for you. Can't you see? We're just another part of me. Out from the nation, I feel the truth. The final message will bring to you. There is no danger to feel the truth. So come again. We need you. We're sending out a message. We're sending out a major love. And this is our message to you. The planets are lining up. We're bringing the brighter days. They're all in line waiting for you. So know the truth. You're just another part of me. We're sending out a major love. And this is our message to you. The planets are lining up. We're bringing brighter days. They're all in line waiting for you. Can't you see? You're just another part of me. Another part of me. We're taking over. This is the truth, baby. Another part of me. Interesting. Another part of me taking over. So, you're just another part of me. Another part of me. We're taking over. This is the mission to see it through. Don't point your fingers, not dangerous. This is our planet. You're one of us. We're sending out the major love. And this is our message to you. The planets are lining up. We're bringing brighter days. They're all in line waiting for you. Can't you see? You're just another part of me. When I look at this, I'm looking at it as we have the truth. We've been told the truth now. A lot more truth is coming forward. This is our planet. But the planets are lining up. Can't you see they're waiting for you? So it's almost like you can interpret it two ways. Like it's telling you that the ones that need to leave the planet, they need to go. Things are lined up. The door is open. Leave. But it's kind of like a baby having a temper tantrum. They don't want to leave yet because they want to destroy everything before they do. So nobody has it. They want to destroy your minds, destroy your feelings, wreck how you're feeling emotionally. They want to see you snap. They want you to be in destitute. They want you to feel oppressed. They want you to feel suppression. They want you to be depressed. They want you to have anxiety. Let's look at that one. My anxiety. Okay. Anxiety, keep on trying me. I feel it quietly. Trying silence me. Yeah, my anxiety can't shake it off of me. Somebody's watching me and my anxiety. I bounce back. No pogo. Unhappy. No homo. No brands. No logos. Money on my juggler. Nature. Nature. Oh, natural hustler. Think I need a muggler up in Russia. You could be my butler, shine my something. Shout out to Oyeda. That's the guzzler. Who wrote this? Like, was she even stable when she wrote this? Who wrote this? I don't even. Anxiety keeps me trying. I feel quiet, trying silence. Anxiety. Oh, my anxiety. Keep me trying, keep me trying. Oh, gotta shake it off of me. Keep it quiet, keep it quiet. Oh, somebody watching me. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. I'm getting to the point of what I'm telling you about they need your consent. Okay. Somebody here needs an answer to the question, the fears, and the whys. Somebody here desperate for freedom from the past, the chains, and the lies. Feels like you have wasted so much time. You want to move ahead, but you're still the last in line. And it feels like your running will never end and you will never win. What the hell? That doesn't sound like somebody's watching me. Oh, this is something else. Okay, never mind, never mind. Forget about that. Erase that from your memories. All right, so let me jump back into what was being said. They need your consent. So yesterday, I just stayed quiet and I was staying into myself and doing my thing. And there was this short that came on about The Simpsons predicting some kind of outbreak for next year. You know how that goes. And they showed in Simpsons that this so-called virus came out and all this stuff. Now, remember, anytime when they say The Simpsons are predicting something, they're not predicting shit. Okay, let's just depower that right now. Okay, you've been depowered and neutralized and transmuted because it's bullshit. So the bottom line is they are going to just tell you what they're doing, what the plan is, because they're already implementing it. So then when it happens, you got numbskulls running out there talking about, oh wow, the Simpsons predicted. No, they did not. Since when did cartoon characters predict anything? It's who puts the cartoon together, who puts the message in the programming to make it look like a message that is going to play out some kind of way on a timeline. That's it. Okay? That's the whole kit and caboodle. They don't predict anything. Okay? There's just people sitting there putting this together, putting the messages out there of things that are already in place and already happening. That's it. Okay? I'm really sick and tired of that delusional bullcrap that's being done, making it look like some cartoon characters are walking around and they're predicting anything. No, they ain't predicting nothing. They're just giving the message of something that they're already doing. Okay? Something that those things, those dark beings are already doing. So here's the deal. I'm going to pull this up because when I start seeing nothing but 000, and my friends and I, we were talking about this today, and it's kind of funny. He says, I said, yeah, I kind of pay attention when I'm on. Um, they, they, yeah, they have this thing where it's just spinning and spinning. And so I go and look, I'll go check and see. And then on my laptop, it'll just be spinning. But here, it shows me recording. It shows everything's moving. So I don't care, YouTube, whatever. I'm still going to put it out there. I'm still going to say what I want to say. Okay. I'm not out there hurting anybody, but I know a whole bunch of other people who are hurting people by doing what they do. Okay. So let's get it right. Anyway, you have to consent to everything that they're doing. The holidays, you have to play the role. You have to consent to doing it. Going out, buying a turkey, especially if you're an indigenous person, you already know what happened and you're buying a turkey and going out and doing that. And we're in a 9-year and you're not making a stand to represent what has befallen on the ancestors before us, and you go ahead and do it. You can rename it. You can do it a day before or a day after or something. But it's just once you know, okay? You consent to it when you do that. You're consenting to the energy. So when you consent to something that they want you to do, that gives it energy. That pulls from you a part of your life force energy as an agreement that you agree with what happened. That also, we got into a long discussion about this. We had a good talk, me and my friend Donald. We had a good talk. We're, two nurses just chatting it up. I'm retired. I just told her, I said, I'm so glad I retired, because now finding out how the education department is trying to say that nurses, nurse practitioners, chiropractic, physician aides, physician assistants, excuse me. Who else was on a respiratory therapist and maybe even physical therapists are not professions. So what they're going to do is discount those as professional positions. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. I don't know what that lady's name is in the Department of Education, but cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She don't have no bowl, no spoon, no milk. She doesn't even have a label. She's just existing, saying crazy stuff, doing crazy things. So this is the craziness that where they want you to consent to the energy. Okay, consenting to the energy. Hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on. Hold. So, hold on a second. Be done in a few minutes. 1 minute late, next minute she's coming home early. Don't know what the hell's going on. So they need your consent. That's the main thing. So anything that requires you to participate in, like let's take for instance Black Friday. If you're going to celebrate Black Friday, go support those mom and pop stores. Don't support the big corporate places. Don't give them anything. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. This is where we are right now, and where we have to really look at what is our truth. What do we want our world to be like? Are we going to still keep consenting to the nonsense that we keep putting up with? So my friend and I were on this deep conversation. We're both eating our lunch. We're having this deep conversation. And the beauty of this conversation was how people are struggling, trying to pay their bills, trying to keep things going, and everything keeps going up. PG&E, the electric bills, how much you're paying on electric bills, rent, the mortgages, taxing, property taxes going up, people buying their land and being harassed about buying their land, and someone's jacking up the price on where they're buying it and taxes and stuff. This is ridiculousness. And this is also really dark energy that's doing it to keep an enslavement energy. Here's what it is. They want you to keep fighting in the system, begging to still pay your bills and all of that. Pay on time. Okay, yeah, you pay on time. Oh, where is it in a clause all of a sudden that a credit card company can just shut your credit card off? But you've been paying it. You still have money on there that you can use, but all of a sudden they just turned it off. You don't have access to it anymore. Didn't make any late payments. Oh, but if you reverse it and you don't send them money, oh, they're all about calling you 20 times a day. When are you going to send us a payment? When are you going to send us a payment? Right? But it's okay for them to do it. It's okay for these places, your hospitals, wherever you have your medical, how they go up on their prices on a whim. They don't even ask you. They just up it. Car insurance, going up on that. They just up it. They want to see you destituted, and they want to see you snap. They want to see you break in such a way because you can no longer maintain their fucking game, their enslavement. That's what I said. They need you to consent to it to keep it going. So every time when we go out to a Target, a Walmart, and this one lady did an investigation. She went to Target. She went there and she says, yeah, I wanted to investigate it myself. I wanted to see, okay, they got a price here over these sweaters. They're showing what this, but I don't know if it's for this top. I don't know if it's for the skirt. I don't know if it's for the jeans, but it says $26.99. But then I look onto the shirt, I see a tag and saying $24.99. So I'm thinking, okay, this is $24.99. She goes up, but then she scans the little cue card, the barcode thing, and it's actually, what does she say, $2 more that you're going to pay for. So they're going to have the convenience to mark something up, make you pay more for it or not. So here's the question. Do you think this is okay for you to keep going into these places, giving them your money? Why? Go support those entrepreneurs. Go support those new people who have a business and they are needing to be supported by the community. Support them. Support your people who grow their own food and they have a produce and they don't have all this craziness going on, and they grow their own stuff and they sell it. Support them. We have to really start thinking about, where is my energy being consenting? Where am I consenting to? Because at this point in the game, they don't care about us at all. All it is, we are nothing but cattle to them. How many movies have I watched where the vampires say it so well? The humans, we move them like cattle. They're cattle to us. Cattle. Is there no wonder why we kind of just get all bunched up living in one area on this planet that's so vast and big that can sustain life pretty much anywhere? Some places are a little bit too hot and a little bit too cold, but yet and still they have us all stacked up on each other, talking about they got to do population reduction. They need your consent. They need you to fall in line. They need you to be not checking yourself. And this is where you really have to look at yourself and say, that doesn't feel right to me. And not be afraid to stand in it. I'm not buying any turkey stuff. I'll buy a meal for the young one, but I'm going to do something, a tikka masala seafood dish for myself. This is going to be my time. I'm not buying it. I'm on a 9-year. I'm going to honor it. How much money do you spend getting all the fixings together to put it on the table and eat it and have the worst indigestion of all after you eat it? The food is not as good like it used to be 20 years ago. Because 20 years ago, everything was pretty good. It was decent. Hadn't been so infiltrated as much. Maybe even 30 or 40 years ago, the food was even better. But now you got all this chemicals, you got all this bioengineered, you got all this 3D printing of food. And what's worse about it is that there's people who knows what's really going into their product. They know if it's real or not, and they sell it. They don't have a problem selling it to you. And they know the truth. But they themselves will not eat it. But they'll give it to you and say that it's poor people food. Does that make sense? Hi, lovely. We have got to do better. We have got to do this, take a stand. Hit them where it hurts. They don't have no problem hitting us where it hurts. They don't have no problem raising prices up on us. Well, guess what? If everything is already changed, the credit score, all that stuff has been changed, all these things have been taken down or whatever, they're not what they used to be, then who's to say, okay, fine, I'm not paying this bill anymore? And then get smart with them and say, well, it's already paid for. Why don't you send me the coupon? I'll sign it. It's already paid for. When I found out about that, I was livid. I mean, when you actually find out how it's all done and that everything that your house, your cars, all that shit's paid for, and they make you pay more money on it because they're living off of your life force energy to get you to do that. When you find out about that and you sit back and once you know, it pisses you off. And all you need is to get a hold of that coupon, but they make it so hard for you to be a living being because technically speaking, you're not living. But if Trump did away with the straw man, all of us should be coming up to living status, right? That Earth serial number should be abolished, right? Oh, that's right. The Vatican has your copy of that. Oh, that's right. They took the blood from your heel and they sealed the deal with that. Oh, that's right. Damn. They took it. They got you to consent without you consenting. From the moment you were born, they took it through your heel of your foot. And then it put you in the system. And we've been in this shit ever since. So if I look like I'm fired up about it, because I am. I'm tired of watching people go through the rigmarole, even myself, for simple little things. I'm tired of the hidden games. I'm tired of the forces of darkness walking around doing what they do. And they're not being held accountable for it. Or are they? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Is that sun getting brighter out there? The suns? Yeah, come next year, mark my words. I, Priestess McCullough, say this. You are not going to be able to stick your head out there. You're going to be just like those vampire movies. Oh, got in the sunlight. Yeah, that's what's going to happen to the xenomorphs. You won't be able to be out there because if you do, the sun is waiting for you. Yeah, what is it? You won't even have to go around with a stake and stake your butt. You just step out in the sunlight. You just disintegrate. How about that? Be really nice. Then we can live at peace. But I think It's going to be a hard task for us because we're not used to living in peace. We're not used to it. We're not used to not waking up worrying about going to a job. We're not used to it. We're not used to being kind and loving to ourselves. We're not used to it. We're not used to being stressed out and worrying all the time. We're not used to not have to do that anymore. We got people making promises and saying different things and nothing's coming through from it. And these people need to be held fucking accountable for what they do and how they have led all of us down that road. So yeah, they need you to consent. They need you to consent to whatever it is they want to run the program on. And the only thing you can do is when you see it for what it is and you know you're standing in your truth, you don't consent to it. You say, no, I'm sorry, I don't consent to that. And watch how their faces change. They'll probably glitch right in front of you. They'll probably get this, do that kind of jerking thing that they do. They get all, weird. Start hissing at you and you don't know what the fuck are you hissing at? Are you glitching? What's wrong with you? I say this with the truth of who I am. We can no longer just idly put a smile on our face and pretend like everything is okay. It's okay. It'll all work out in the end. No. Not if you don't do your part. It's not going to work out. Everything that they're saying that they're leading up to, there's a huge fight going on right now because of the fact that the timeline that we're shifting ourselves into has been compromised. There's this little compromise going on, and there's a big ass battle trying to keep it there, and we have to do our part. And that means every time when we see something that's not okay, that's not all right, we call it out. We call it out as a lie. We call it out as a trickery. We call it out as false. We call it out as AI. We call it out as you're not divine. Because until we start really calling it out and catching them and putting it out there, they're going to keep on doing what they're doing. Because all they got to do is just get you to consent. There's so many movies out there. They play this game on us and they say right there in the movies, oh, well, we just have to get them to consent. It's a little trick. Once they consent, then we just go and do what we want. Because they have to consent to it. Because humans have free will. True humans. Not synthetic humans. Not clone humans. Not want to be a human. But real humans have free will. And that's something that is golden. They can't put a price on it. They can't take it away from us. They can only trick us in giving it away to them for free. So the battle will keep going because we have to stop consenting to the programming. We have to sit back and say, you know what? I'm not doing that this year. Oh, Christmas coming? Okay, kids, I'll get them a little something, but I'm gonna go and buy from some local places. I'm not supporting these big old corporations and going out there and giving them any money where they can hike up the price when they want to and play games. If they can't be transparent with us, why should we support them? If they cannot be truthful to us, why should we give to them? It's called common sense. Period. Rest my fucking case. Bam, bam, bam. All right. So everybody understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm not saying this, but it comes a time where you just have to freaking stop and say, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. People are living in their cars because companies decided, oh, well, I'm just going to go ahead and close. People are trying to get by. All of us are not even a paycheck away from being homeless. It's that serious. In the United States, let's make America great again. Who are we making it great for? Answer that question. Because when I see puffy-eyed Trump, short Trump, or Trump that keeps repeating his words over and over, I got a problem with that. The clones, 6-day element problems. There you go. Once you see them for what they are and you know, it's not easy to trick you anymore. And people who support representing that, I'm like, you're just as bad. Why are you trying to act like this person's so real when we know that person's not who he is? We've been trained already. We went through the whole Biden thing. We already know what that was like. We got good training there. So let it be what it needs to be in this moment. Call it something, whatever you want to call it, but I really urge everyone to just really start thinking outside the box. You know, let them sit back. It would be wonderful. Let the media, news media, start reporting sales are down. Nobody went out shopping at da 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 da. Gee, I wonder why. Maybe people just got tired of the bullshit. Maybe the people really just decided they're going to be the Grinch. Maybe that's what needs to happen. All of us need to just turn green. There you go. Maybe we just need to all dress like Grinches, walk up in places and say, this is not real. This is not real. You're not real. You're not real. You're an NPC. You're this. We need to just do that. That would be kind of cool. Instead of having like a flash mod that people sing carols, songs, and dancing. There needs to be a shitload of people that dress up like the Grinch and go into stores and say, you're not real, you're not real, you're overexpensive, you're too expensive, you're ridiculous. We're not paying for this, we're not paying for that. And just see what happens. I'm just saying. Now, I probably shouldn't have given an ideal. I don't know. I don't think any young people would pull anything like that off. No, they would never do that. Or would they? I love the Grinch. I think the Grinch is right on point. Love the Grinch. Yes, I love the Grinch. All right. Our meaningful words of the day. When we come out of the darkness, we look at the word of worry, and it says the illusion of control. So we don't want to step into a place of worry. We need to identify it and see it for what it is. When we come to the light, we let our light shine. We don't try to fit into the category. We don't try to just keep it all quiet. No. We're not doing that. Because what manifests out of that is duality, the contrast of desires. There you go. What is your duality going to be? How are you going to really see yourself? What is this really, the end of this year, what is it really going to wrap up to be like? Because we're feeling it. We're moving through a lot of energy. And this is not even a color thing. This is a humanity race thing where humanity is shifting and you have to trust the process and know who you are. Wake up. Some people are not going to wake up. Some people want to stay in Kathmandu land and they want to stay in those illusions and they want to stay where it's comfortable because that's all they know. They don't want to step out of that. So just think about it. When you're gathering during this time, just think about it. It's great to be thankful for everything, but shouldn't that be happening every day? Every day when you wake up and you have breath of life, you're saying thank you. You're saying every day when you don't have a new pain in your body or something got healed, you're saying thank you. Because the way this Thanksgiving happened, we cannot forget that this was massacre time, trickery. And isn't it the same thing as when we sit at the table and we're doing that? And then when it comes to Black Friday, I say like this, let it be a true Black Friday. Nobody do shit. Nobody buy anything. Nobody fall for the trickery. Oh, 20% off, 30% off. No, it's not. Is it really? Nobody's standing in long lines for a damn bear cup. I saw this line at Starbucks. I felt like, what the hell is going on? People standing in a line for that stupid ass bear cup. Are you kidding me? And here's the worst part. It's programming, and they don't even know they've been programmed to stand in line to do that. It's right up there with those chicken biscuit sandwiches. Remember that? We're all sold out. Everybody was having, and people were fighting over it. You remember that? Programming. Yeah, they just put a frequency out there, and they say, let's see who gets affected by it. Let's just watch. And they sit back, just like in the movie, The Cabin in the Woods, how they were sitting there watching. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, this one's actually fighting. Oh, this one actually got, okay. They're sitting there laughing. If you want to break the control, open your eyes and see the truth. And you represent your truth. You want to break the illusion, open your eyes and see truth of who you are and see the lies. Because that's the only way we can break that consenting energy. In the morning when you wake up, call your energy back to you. And say out loud, whatever consent forms were made while I was sleeping and floating through the realms of wherever, I don't consent to them. And call your energy back. Because there's people out there, they're always ciphering, trying to pull other people's energy and doing all this nonsense crap. Because they themselves are not real. They're not real. That's why they need you. Because they know who you are. And just like in Divergent in the last movie, when Trish has to go and find the incinerator thing to get rid of that stuff that was going out in the air to make people forget. She had to find the main hub. And this guy, David, is saying, Trish, give it up. I've been watching you since the day you were born. I know who you are. I know what your thoughts are. From the day you were born, I knew who you were. From the day you were born. And depending on what ley line you were born on and what stars were out at the time you were born, it either made you noticeable as a threat or to keep an eye on. And then some never even got a chance to fulfill their destiny. They were taken out right away. We call it SIDS, sudden death, infant sudden death syndrome. But maybe it really wasn't SIDS. Somebody knew what that one was going to do and took him out. When you see the construct of what we live in, you know what it is. It makes it a little harder to just kind of turn and look away. Makes it hard. Once you know, you know. So please, really think about how these holidays are going to be coming in. I'm loving the fact how people are saying they're doing different things. They're not doing it old-fashioned way. Some people don't have that extra expense to be spending on overpriced food. They don't want to pay for that. And then I thought it was interesting. Our beliefs need to be checked. What are you believing in? Because the old programming is colliding, it's going down. And if you're still holding on to the old programming, you have not leveled up. You have not seen the truth. You're still believing in some kind of content that's making you still act that way and be fearful and bowing down to systems that don't care. They don't hear your prayer. Only the ones that are divine ones hear you. And if you're not divinely aligned with that, the other ones don't hear you. Because they're not for you to be kneeling down to in the first damn place. Now I've said it. Now go ahead, unsubscribe, do your craziness, whatever. I don't care. I'm speaking my truth, and damn it, that's the way it needs to be said. When we speak our truth, you stand by what you say. And if you're going to stay in your truth, you got to be able to fight, stay in your light. That's the battle we're in. Period. So, I'm wishing all of you a wonderful transformable type of whatever you're going to do. I'm going to have tikka masala seafood. I'm going to prepare it tomorrow. I'm not doing shit on that day. Except be in prayer, say some wonderful things to my ancestors, light some candles, be in the awe of that. Throw a few cards down, do a few, yeah, that's me. I might even take a medicine bath. Just chill, you know. Time out. And when Black Friday comes around, I will not be purchasing anything because I'm not falling for the okie doke. Why? Why should I? Why? I'll go support some people who hand make stuff, who putting together things from the heart. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not supporting these stupid ass corporations where people are standing out in lines at all these places and waiting for one or two TVs to go get. What's wrong with you? No, girlfriend, sorry. No. So, I missed what you did. Okay. So, everyone, just be good to yourselves. Please do not get stressed out. And please make sure you pay attention to people who might have got suddenly quiet and you didn't hear anything from them. And you don't know what's going on with them. Go check on them. Make sure they're okay. Okay. Because some people, they'll get really quiet and they might not say anything and they don't have any intentions, or they don't have people or family. People have gone. And this is a hard time for them. Okay. We're still in it to win it. But now we got to be smarter. They need you to consent to their beliefs. And if you don't believe in that, you don't believe the way and all this, you don't believe, don't consent to it. Pull your powers back in, pull all your energy back in. Call it and command it back. Let them dry up and disintegrate in the sun. There you go. Now, that's for the xenomorphs. There you go. That's how I feel about it. All right, lovelies. Have a wonderful air day. Figure out which one you're going to do. If you're going to do the incense, where you light the incense, speak into it. Or if you have a feather and you want to use the wing to cut cords, send them away. Make sure you have a window open if you're going to do it inside so that it goes outside. If you're going to go outside, do it outside on the grass. Just be prepared to have yourself grounded so that you do not pass out after you cut so many things away from you. And remember, you got to remove the hooks and the cords from the source of the person also. All right? As well as from yourself. Okay? All right, lovelies. I've talked. I've given my messages. I've said words and more words than I need to say. But know this. Yes, good. Pick either one. Be your light. Stay true to yourself. And much love to all of you. Just don't consent to something that will have you entrapped in the system over and over and over. Break the bond. Bye.